This is a raccoon, widely regarded as the best pet in Grow Garden for the fact that it can make infinite money and is literally a dupe glitch on its own. However, you may have noticed this isn't a raccoon. That's because my friend is borrowing my raccoon, which is why today we're testing out the worst pets in Grow Garden because I lost all my good ones. Starting off with the brand new Bagel Bunny. Now, as we place him, you may wonder what's so bad about this little guy. Well, we go over to seeds, buy a carrot seed, and then plant it. You'll see in about 30 seconds. Let me water it, and now we wait. As you can see, he walks over to the carrot, and you may be wondering where that carrot went. The Bagel Bunny ate it for 160 shekels, which, if we look at his ability, every 40 seconds he eats a carrot for 5 times its value, which seems pretty good until you realize that no matter how you get a bunny, whether it be from the common egg or from the cooking, you have to spend probably 10 times that amount just to even get the pet. So unless somebody gives it to you, he's just not very good. But for the exact reason that somebody can just give it to you when you're a noob, since he's such a bad pet, I will place him
at 5-star.
Which reminds me of our goal for this video, to come up with a reason for every pet to be 5 stars, since no pet should be left out and they all have a reason. For the second worst pet, actually these are in no specific order, but for the second pet, we have the hedgehog. Now, the problem with this guy is, unlike his brother the blood hedgehog, if we view his passive, he grants prickly plants and 30 studs a 1.53 times size bonus, which when you first read it seems pretty good, since the recent updates have added a ton of new prickly plants, such as the Twisted Tangle, the Pineapple, the Spiked Mango, Celestiberry, Venus Flytrap, Horned Dino Shroom, Dragon Fruit, Prickly Pear. So if we ignore the fact that all of these are just not very good, then hypothetically, stacking these guys could make you some huge Twisted Tangles. But if we read back his passive, in 30 studs, which as far as I know is about 1 plot. So unlike the Blood Hedgehog, whose range is your entire garden, you have to get all of your hedgehogs in one spot right when the plant is growing, which is why this is a 1-star pet, and even being generous, I'm gonna have to give it 3 stars. For our third worst pet, we have the frog. Now you may wonder what is wrong with this cute little guy. I actually wonder that too. Every 10 minutes, croaks and a random nearby plant will advance growth by 24 hours. There's a couple problems with this. Number 1, by 10 minutes, almost every plant in your garden is grown. I don't think it takes 10 minutes to grow 1 beanstalk. The second problem is that it hits a random fruit. So it can either hit my bone blossom, like with nothing grown, which can be really good, or it can hit my fully grown jalapenos and do nothing for me. However, there is one main use for this pet. I actually use 5 of these guys on my ult for events like the Zen Garden. If all of my things are already Zen and I had to pick all of them up, then my frogs every few minutes will go and refresh all of my fruits, which allows for me to get even more Zen during that event. So for that reason, I'm gonna have him listed as a 5-star pet. I know we're really pushing it here. Chill out. For our third worst pet, we have the owl. Now calm down, calm down. I'm not talking about the good owls like the blood owl. I'm talking about
the owl.
Now what is so bad about him? You click view, all active pets gain additional 0.3 XP per second. If we place one of my favorite pets, the Brontosaurus, and we click view, he needs 13,000 EXP, which would mean it would take around 50,000 seconds to get him 1 level. Seems pretty useless, right? But the only reason I'll give this guy a pass for 5 stars is, number 1, he flies and he looks cool. But number 2, you can stack him with other pets to make him better. So you can stack him with more owls, just like that. They earn 1 XP per second. He only needs 13,000 seconds,
which is still a lot.
But then we can place a Nihon Zaru to buff all their passives, and just like that, they're making 40 EXP per second. So very situational, but since you can AFK, I'm gonna give this pet a 5-star. For what I think is our 5th worst pet, we have the cow. Now the problem with this little guy is very obvious, aside from the fact he's bathing in the ground right now. You click view, all plants within 10 studs grow 1.2 times faster. So aside from the fact this is literally just a worse frog, 10 studs is about from here to maybe here. So you have to catch this cow walking that close to your plants right as they're growing. So even when paired with other cows and other pets, he's
just not very good.
I'm gonna have to give him a 1-star still. And if I turn around, I'll reveal the worst pet in Grow Garden, which is the squirrel. Oh, he was ashamed. He had to walk away. Now you may wonder, what's wrong with this guy? Because you probably don't know. Nobody uses him. If you wonder what he does, is he has about a 2% chance average to dupe a fruit when you pick it up. But some problems rose with this. Dupe is in the name. People were getting infinite fruits with this guy when stacked together, which is why they decided they had to rework his passive. If we click now, There's a 10% chance to not consume a use when using a reclaimer, and gains 4 XP per second, so a better owl, but
We're not gonna talk about that.
so you might wonder, okay, well, if you can get practically infinite reclaimers with this and get some of the biggest plants in the game, then why is he 1 star? Well, that's exactly the problem. Now, I think he's 5 stars because of the reclaimer, but for a good few weeks or even up to a month, because of that dupe passive and all the things arising around it, they made him do nothing. So even though he may be a 5-star pet now, for about a month, this guy, he didn't do anything. There was no purpose on having him down. So with that, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and maybe check out some of my other videos, like on the side over here. That'd be pretty cool. Click on it. No, click on it. No. You gotta click on it. No, bro, wait. Don't go off. Don't, no.